Welcome back. Welcome back to the SquatchZone. If you weren't here last time, Steven fell out of a tree, and I'm not entirely sure, but he either broke his tibia or his femur.
Which one's in the abdomen? Welcome back, gamers. I'm also here. I broke something falling out of that tree stump. But hey, don't worry. We set up camp somewhere else. We're not anywhere near a tree. Well, inside of one. We're completely surrounded by trees. And we're here. What are we on, episode 4?
I was gonna ask you, how many episodes are we in now?
I think we're on 3. We're technically in episode 13.
Oh, that's not so bad. I thought it was taking a long ass time with this fucking background.
No, dude. Hey, you're taking your sweet time. It looks amazing. For the record, y'all, Sophia's taking the art direction this season, and it's fucking amazing compared to my art last season. It's a very different style we both have, but man, I fucking love your style. It's so cool.
I just for inanimate objects to draw like a book or like a radio or whatever. Mm-hmm. I just look up a reference and just deadass copy what I see on that real life image.
Hey, that's the way to do it. Well, everything has to have a reference. How the hell are we supposed to remember what a ham radio looks like?
Spoiler alert. Did it.
Me neither. I know it has a square in it and it has a button and a circle. The end.
I knew it had like the handheld receiver thing, like the thing you talk into.
Right. But yeah, it's got the thing.
My first iteration of a ham radio, I literally just drew a boom box and I added that handheld thing to the side of it.
Oh my god, I forgot what a ham radio was. That's the one where you can speak into it, right?
You're the one who asked for the ham radio.
I know, and I forgot what it was. God damn it.
Ham radio is the one where you can transmit your own signals.
Yeah, you can have a pirate radio, which is technically what we're doing right now for this next season.
You can make your own radio station.
Dude, imagine 99.8 SquatchZone. Yeah. All right, y'all, we're going to be playing the most wicked, fresh, wild songs of the season. Get ready to clap your balls together because we're playing some hard rock songs. This ain't your mama's songs. Up next, Tally Hall, Greener.
How did you know a Tally Hall song?
Because I've listened to the whole album.
Did you finally?
I did. I love Marvin's Mystery Machines or whatever.
Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum.
I've gotten into them so fucking bad. I put them on my little radio thing in my car.
See, you understand now.
I love them. They're lovely.
Okay, so for context, lately I've been like obsessed with Tally Hall. Like they've been my rabbit hole. I've fallen down, and now apparently I've got Steven down here with me too.
I know, it's so good. They're like fucking great to listen to on the way home. I like The Bidding, Greener, and Banana Men.
I like Spring in a Storm, Ruler of Everything, and Welcome to Tally Hall.
Welcome to Tally Hall is a good one. It's like a rap song at the beginning.
It is a rap song.
It's funny. It's a good song. Very, very good song. Good music they have. I remember I looked up Tally Hall, and one of the thumbnails for the video was the whitest band ever. And I haven't stopped thinking about that, to be honest.
I think that's why I like them so much, because like if you like glance at them, they all look the exact same. Like they're the most milquetoast band ever.
They all look like a person named Jacob.
Exactly, they're like the same milquetoast white guy, and that's what's appealing to me.
With glasses and quirky grin.
Oh my god! Wear glasses? Well, Andrew does, I think.
They all wear glasses, I think.
All of them?
I think. Well, they all wear bow tie or ties.
Well, they all wear ties and a white shirt. That's their shtick.
Yeah, exactly. That's their shtick. And also them breaking up. But hey, we ain't got to talk about that.
Again, I don't know if they actually officially broke up. There's a chance they could come back 20 years later.
What if they did? Banana Man 2. Do you see the cantaloupe man?
If they come back, they have to make a song called Welcome Back to Tally Hall.
That would be fucking awesome. What a twist. Man. So what is your favorite song of them?
Right now, Spring in a Storm. It could change.
I'm really like the Bidding. That's a good one.
Yeah, doesn't the Sky Witch like that one too?
Yeah, that's one we were all fucking screaming at in the car.
It's the man whore theme.
Yeah. You know I'll never let you down. I love that song.
Speaking of man whores, weren't we talking about Genghis Khan before we started
Yes,
recording?
Genghis Khan, the ultimate lad. 1 in 200 people are related to him. Ain't that wacky, y'all? I think that's pretty wacky.
Like we were looking at the statistics of like how many because we both remembered it was a crazy stat, like
Yeah.
1 in every 200 people in China were related to him somehow.
That's impressive. Dude, he's
But it
literally
turns
Zeus.
Oh god. What did you call him? You called him the original Duggar?
Yeah, the original fucking Duggar. Fucking 8 billion and counting.
I wonder what people like the Duggars think about Genghis Khan. I wonder if they have any opinion of
I bet
him.
they have very much envious of him.
Well, I don't know, because like specifically the Duggars, they've been like racist towards like China and Asia in
Oh,
general. So,
he's like, yeah.
well, because
I
like
bet they strive to be him, but also they hate him because racism.
Because, like, so, like, when they still had a show on TLC, there used to be specials where, like, TLC would be like, oh, here's an all expenses paid vacation to, like, different countries around the
Oh,
world. They got
what?
paid to travel to different countries
Really?
with their entire family of 19 kids.
They were the tourist attraction.
Exactly. And, like, there was a special where they went to Japan and they were just, like, it was a fucking disaster.
Well, for them or the fucking people there.
Both.
I wouldn't doubt it. Imagine just walking down the street and you have a fucking traffic lane of people.
The largest white family you've ever seen walking down the street towards you.
That is terrifying. I think for anyone that'd be damn terrifying. It's like a fucking classroom.
I feel bad for the restaurants they went into.
Oh man! Not only were there 19 people, but also the damn fucking camera crew, fucking
And
people
half of them are
gawking.
kids.
Oh no, they were kids. Yeah,
Like 10 and under age.
that is in the bathroom making more kids and shit. Fucking damn.
Like there was a part in like the specific thing I'm referencing with the Japan special is that they went to like this restaurant in Japan and they were just like making like gross faces at all the food they were served and
Oh,
they were
were
just like,
they?
ew, what is that? Like, yeah.
No,
Like they went to
no,
a
that's
different
mean.
country. Yeah, they went to a different country and
And
didn't
they,
expect they'd eat different kinds of food there.
yeah, because they're not used to 500 pounds of Dino Nuggets and 13 pounds of Fritos. How they usually eat.
And
Yeah, you know
like
damn right they eat Fritos every night. I know you.
like at one point, like a guy in a suit brought out like this huge like fish, like it was like a huge roasted fish with
Like
like
a big
veggies and
salmon.
stuff. Yeah, exactly. It was like huge, and they
The
were like,
golden
"Oh,
salmon.
oh, thanks. You didn't have to." And
Yeah, even though that was probably like a family heirloom or some shit. That's a
they were
big
just
fish.
so they were just so ungrateful
That's
throughout
so.
the whole dinner.
I bet like that's a fucking thing they're very much used to, like being ungrateful. Because like, oh, here's a golden steak. Well, can you feed the whole class? I bet they
You
have
think
that kind
that
of mindset.
you think the Duggars are the kind of people who are they're like the teachers who are like, "Do you have enough
Yes.
gum to share with the whole class?"
Yeah, exactly. It's like, look, I got a Lego set. Do you have enough pieces for the whole family?
You know what? I don't think you're that far off because, like, I feel like they'd be the type of people, like, the type of family to be
We're
like,
Mormons.
if one, they're not Mormon.
What are they?
I think they're quiver. Well, I don't think they're
They're a
quiverful. I
Hufflepuff.
don't. um, I feel like they're the type of family to be like, if like one kid can't do something, all of the kids can't do it.
You know what? I could see that.
Like, if one of them can't sign up for soccer, the rest of them can't sign up for soccer.
Exactly. They are the team.
Do you think they could even do extracurriculars if they wanted?
Dude, no. The mom can't just make a special arrangement for one. Of course they can for one kid, but well, if they're the favorite.
I'm pretty sure there's some golden child dynamics there because, like, with 19 kids, they have to have a favorite.
Exactly. I bet it's number 8. Or no, probably number 1.
Well, now that I think about it, I don't know if they even have extracurricular because I'm pretty sure they were all homeschooled.
That's true. Yeah, their whole fucking house is like a damn school. Dude, did you see the size of it? It was shaped like 19 kids.
Dude, they built the house custom. Like, that house was built for them.
That is zonky.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure, like, like before they started making stuff with TLC, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they lived in like a really shitty house that couldn't
Oh.
accommodate all of them.
Yeah.
But then after they made a few specials with TLC and started getting that reality show money,
Yeah.
that's when they built that
Oh.
giant ass custom house that they all live in.
So did the show start with 19 kids, or like was it like did it start like a lower number?
So I think when they hit around 15 kids, that's when TLC noticed them, and
Oh,
they made a one-off special called 15 Kids and Counting.
really?
And
I
yeah,
didn't know
and
that.
then I think that's the special where they like I think that's the special where like they started like, explaining like their ideals and like why they have so
Yeah.
many kids. And then
Oh,
that special got really popular, so then TLC started asking them to make more and more specials with
make
them.
more and more babies.
Yeah.
Hey,
And then
could you have another kid? It's the
that's
sequel.
and then when they hit Kid 19, that's when they made the show.
Is it only at 19, or like could the lady push out another one?
No, they have like 25 kids now, I'm pretty
Are
sure.
you serious?
Let me look it up. I don't think I ever looked up how many
Yeah,
Duggar kids there actually are.
that's cool and all, but how many does Kangaskhan have? I don't know, but he has a lot.
Because I'm pretty sure the mom, Michelle, I don't think she can have kids anymore.
I don't blame her. It's like pushing a watermelon out at that point. So, I got a question for you. I don't really know much about either of them, but who's well? I guess after the recent thing that happened with Mr. Duggar, who's
Oh,
better or
you're
worse?
talking about
Kangaskhan?
Josh.
Yeah, who's better, Kangaskhan or the Josh or whatever?
What do you mean, who's better?
Like, who could win in a fight? My
Oh,
dad.
like Genghis Khan. Oh, are you talking about the dad of all of them?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
so Jim Bob versus Genghis Khan.
yeah, who could win?
Well, considering Genghis Khan has like the entire ancient Chinese army behind him.
What if he didn't have the army? What if it was just him?
Oh, so it's like a bare knuckle brawl.
Yeah, seed against seed.
Uh,
Ew.
again, Genghis Khan has like years of military fighting
Oh
experience.
yeah, he was a fucking war captain, right?
Dude, how do you think he got to that status? Did you think he was just untrained?
I thought he just had like a big peen or something.
No, like him having like 18 billion descendants is only half the story. He was
So
like
Genghis Khan's better, or like who's well? Okay, so the dad he got into CP, and Genghis Khan. I don't know anything about him, so.
No, the dad wasn't into CP. His son was.
Oh, his son. Oh, I thought it was the dad.
No. Jim Bob is the dad, and Josh is his son. Josh is the one who got
Oh.
arrested for child porn.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yikes.
He finally got convicted, by the way. He's in
Oh,
prison
that's
now.
good. Hey, right on.
I feel so bad for his kids because the mom, his wife, is still making them have a relationship with him.
Oh. Oh no. That's not
Like,
good.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal, so I don't know
Yeah,
how
that's
they're gonna handle that.
yeah. You can't do that.
Like,
They're gonna
I'm
dig a
pretty
tunnel.
sure. Like, I don't think she can force them to like have visitation with them at
Yeah.
the prison. So like,
Yeah. How are they doing it then? Fucking drone.
I don't know. Like, I've heard stuff that she's like, I've heard rumors that she's taking them to the prison to like visit him, but I don't think that's like
Oh.
legal.
Yeah. Why? That's fucked. That's gross.
I'm just more worried about what's gonna happen after he gets out, because like
Oh.
no matter what, like his wife's gonna stay with him. Like she's not gonna divorce him. So
Why
what's gonna
not?
happen to the kids? Well, in the Duggars culture, like you just don't divorce. Like divorce is not on the
Oh.
table. Like you have
Oh,
to
what is
stand
this
by your
fucking
husband.
yield?
Yeah, they're yield.
Ah, gross. You know who's not yield? The Amish. You know what they make? They have fucking pulleys and ropes. The
What are
end.
you talking about? The Amish are yield.
Yeah, but they're fucking not yield, and they're fucking I can't think.
I'm pretty
I
sure
can't
that
think
they
of
don't
anything
believe in
badass.
divorce either.
Oh, damn it! Of course not. Well, but
I don't know.
but they have horseback.
Do the Amish believe in divorce? I'm using the ThinkPad a lot today.
Dude, it's okay. I was using it a lot earlier.
Yeah,
To
because you were playing Fireboy and Water Girl on cool math games.
listen, it was awesome, and I was playing with. Listen, I have two hands, two
Were you playing
characters.
with Howard? Be honest, were you playing with Howard?
Yeah, I gave him the diode, and he kicked my ass. But whatever.
The Amish do not believe in divorce.
Damn it. Okay, so they're equal.
What, the Amish and the Duggars?
Yeah. Well, Would you rather
What
be friends with the
denomination
Duggars
are
or the
the
Amish?
Duggars? I have to know once and for all. What denomination are they?
What's that mean?
They're independent Baptists.
Like the denominator or the numerator?
Denomination means like their religion.
Oh.
Okay, so they're Baptist. That makes sense.
I like denominators. They're cooler.
Yeah, my denominator is Catholicism.
My denominator's 7. I'm 1/7.
So yeah, that's been the Duggar lore I know so far.
Well, to fucking brush off from that mouthful of a conversation, let's talk about art. So I've been working on a project recently. It's a miniature little city, so I can take a forced perspective, like a little diorama one. And for one of the parts I was working on tonight with the ThinkPad, I used an AI art generator to make posters.
Oh.
It was pretty darn cool, I'll say. Some of it looked really deep fried, but it was really interesting if you ever just need to make a cool looking poster, like some filler for your project or something. And I was like, huh. Well, what would happen if the SquatchZone background was AI generated?
Oh no.
So here, let me put this up on screen for y'all.
Oh.
I forgot exactly what I typed in, but I was like hyper realistic, 2 friends sitting in forest, drinking a thing, grommet mug in hand, hair rind. Spoilers for the fucking thing. It does not look nearly as good as the one you've drawn, Sophia, but I thought I'd just plug it in.
This looks beautiful. What the hell? I love all of the greens.
I typed in Bigfoot, and well, apparently it did not put Bigfoot in the background. It made me Bigfoot.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, ooga booga.
This is his show, technically. We're just hosting it.
It is. This is the SquatchZone. with our main currency, Squatchums and Squatchets.
Don't say currency. It sounds very, very close to sound like we're shilling NFTs.
No, we do not. We the fucking SquatchZone NFTs, Squatchels.
We're not Tony Hawk. We're not making NFTs.
Board Squatch.
That was so surprising what the Sky Witch told us. I had no idea Tony Hawk was making NFTs.
I know. That's rough.
He's a professional skateboarder. What is he gonna do with NFTs?
I don't fucking know. Look at them, put them on a skateboard. I don't know.
Admire them, kiss them goodnight.
No, I don't know. Cool shit. Fucking put him in his wallet. Put him on the fridge.
Like it's a drawing that his son gave him.
Yeah, but it's just some little fucking lad in Pakistan.
Oh.
I don't know why Pakistan, but it's cool.
But yeah, I was gonna say, what, Pakistan is the center of NFT production?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's the hub of it. NFT is an anagram for Pakistan. There's an N, an F, and C.
There's a T.
Yeah, exactly. Pakistan, NFT, they sound the same.
Oh, I finally watched that salt mining video of the salt farmers in India.
Really? Oh, yeah, the one on the molten cave?
No, it was the one where it was they were on it was the shore of a huge sea, and they just farmed the salt from the salt water as it came in.
That's so cool. Did you see the one where it comes off the pipes in this giant acid sea? Or is that a different one?
Which one did you? I watched the one from Business Insider.
I watched the one where they basically went into a giant volcano that was full of acid at the bottom and toxic fumes, and they scooped them out and they put them into a bag and they carried it back home.
I think we watched different ones because the one I watched, it was a whole bunch of people moved onto this flat plain where there was a bunch of seawater, and they mined the salt from the water as it came in, and they had to live there for half the year to harvest the salt.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think the mine was fucking mining phosphorus, I think, or something cool.
Mine was so fucking heavy because it turned into a huge thing about how they're actually oppressed, and they barely make anything off of the salt they farm.
That's how mine was, and they have to carry it up this mountain on their bare feet on their back, and it's 20 pounds. It's oh my god.
Yeah,
we gotta send each other these videos.
Yeah, mine was about they live there for half the year. They only get $4 a ton for all of the salt they harvest, and they can't build up savings to like move on to like a different career. So they're just stuck there harvesting salt for the rest of their lives.
That's horrible.
And like they went into like the history of it too, basically like how the English and the British are the ones responsible for it.
Oh, are they? Fuck.
Because like back then, like that salt was like a precious thing, right? Like it was worth its weight in gold.
Yeah.
So basically, the people in India would farm the salt, and then the British would take it back to Britain, and they would sell it there. And then they would sell the salt back to India, where it originally came from, and they taxed them for it, making it more expensive.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So they were selling them their own product that they made
pretty much.
taxes.
Yeah, for like a fucking penny on the dollar.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Like, it just reinforced that thing. Did I tell you that thing where it was like, if you blame your problems on President Reagan, eventually you're gonna be right?
Yeah, I think you mentioned that. He did a lot of bad things.
Yeah, like, he did, like, a lot of bad things, and, like, if you, like, it's like 6 degrees of Ronald Reagan, eventually you're gonna figure out that he's actually the problem.
Yeah,
like,
he's the problem. You ever wonder why, fucking weed? Yeah, him. Hispanic? Mm-hmm. Him.
You can't make an appointment. You can't make an emergency appointment with your dentist. Reagan's fault.
Yeah, exactly. You trip on a pebble on Ace Attorney Day. Reagan's fault. It's all his fault. It's all his fault. We need to find him.
One of these days
we have to get him.
One of these days we're gonna actually have to sit down and like go through all of the war crimes Reagan has done.
Oh yeah. Not only was he a bad actor, but he did a lot of bad things.
I wonder what we'd find on his Wikipedia page or like his war crimes list.
On a list, dude. We'd be sitting around. We hear a little hey in the back, in the corner of our room. It's just him.
That would be terrifying. Like we're in the middle of the forest, we're camping, and then Ronald Reagan comes out.
What if that was the person like fucking possibly following us, or it could be a coyote, Bigfoot. Who the fuck knows?
It could be a coyote. It could be a ghost. It could be the spirit of Ronald Reagan.
It could be fucking Ronald Reagan. I met Ronald Reagan one time.
We're not gonna find out until the season finale.
Yeah. That's our thing for this season, y'all.
Congratulations, everyone. You were here first.
Congratulations, folks. On September 29th, you got the joke and you lost the game.
And you're white, and L,
and you're stupid,
ratio.
and Ronald Reagan, and you sniffled too hard, and you're gonna barf tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh, and hey, don't forget 179.8962. Yeah, I know what that's one of your guys' IP addresses.
This starts for setting off their credit card number.
Exactly. Oh, you ever hear of 1876? And the magic code number is 778. Mm-hmm. Yeah, buddy.
Hey,
take a seat. Yeah.
You ever heard of RPCWM?
Oh, of course, roasted chicken with Parmesan.
With marinara.
Yeah. Can you tell the fucking audience about that joke? Because I can never remember that joke.
So Steven was hanging out with a group of our friends one time, and then I don't know what you were talking about, but out of nowhere you were just like, "Hey guys, what does have you guys ever heard of RPCWM?" And they were like, "No, we never heard of that." And you were just like roasted chicken parmesan with marinara. It was structured like a "what would Jesus do" thing.
I read it on the back of a fucking ketchup bottle.
What, it was like a recipe for chicken parmesan?
Yeah, I think it was on the back of a Parmesan thing. I think we're having spaghetti that night.
Spaghetti.
Yeah. I wonder how Puskinty Day is going to go this year.
Is there even going to be a Puskinty Day?
I don't know.
We haven't celebrated for the past 2 years.
They haven't. Well, fucking Oni canceled the first one around 2020. Boo.
Are we? Is Puskinty Day even alive anymore? I feel like it's the kind of joke he'd want to die.
I don't know. I feel like he can just resurrect it whenever he wants.
Remember Bulbo? Remember when that was going to be a thing?
What was that again?
Bulbo.
The game?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I hope it's still in development. It looks cool as hell.
I saw him post like a development screenshot of it the other day.
Yeah.
It was just like a giant crab with human eyeballs, and that was
That's
it.
awesome. We should talk about our fucking our love of Oni plays and shit, because that's pretty much how we started bonding again in senior year.
That's how we started talking again, which I did not
Yeah,
expect.
me neither. So, not to get into detail, but there was a period of our life where we didn't really talk for a little hot minute, and when we started talking again, it was basically over fucking love over Oni plays, which is a rare kind of thing to find in someone. You don't find many people like Oni plays these days.
Yeah, like literally, like I didn't expect it because like I had never met anyone in my real
Yeah,
life who watched Oni plays until I met Steven
yeah.
again.
And if I were to find another person, well, they'd be okay. There's things about Oni Plays fans I love and hate. Like you're a good Oni Plays fan, but like there's some people who are like fucking weird about it. To be honest,
You
they're
can
like,
just say they're racist, it's fine.
well, not that, but they're like, hey, you ever hear the I'm like, what are you fucking talking about?
What?
There's like Oni Plays fans are like really fucking weird sometimes. I don't know how to describe them.
You mean they're like Zach level weird?
No, they're just like trying to be them, but like they're like, oh, dude, remember the fucking Oingo Boingo joke? I'm like, who are you? Get out of
Oh,
my
like they have
room.
like all of their jokes categorized in their mind like a Rolodex.
I guess, like, you memorize a lot of their jokes, which is cool, but like, you're not fucking be like, oh, dude, look at the Springo Bingo. I'm like,
Oh, like I'm not like trying to shoehorn it into every conversation.
yeah, exactly. Like, there's Oni play. If you just go into the Reddit,
Oh my god, I had to leave the subreddit. I could not handle it.
yeah, just go into the Oni Plays subreddit and just look at the people in there, and that's what you're gonna get.
Yeah, I could not stand the subreddit. I had to leave.
I don't, I really, oh man. Well, I'm glad you're one of the cool Oni Plays fans, because man, we can have a good fucking hoot over the folks on there.
What was like the first Oni Plays joke we like actually talked about? I don't even remember.
Dude, me neither. I think we were talking like the Crash Bandicoot playthrough or some shit. Or no,
I'm
it
pretty
was the
sure it was
fucking
Crash.
or it might have been the fucking Sleepy Cast thing, the fucking Sponge Factory.
I think it was Oni Plays first. We were talking about the Crash series, and then we moved
Yeah.
on to Sleepy Cabin because of the Sponge
Yeah.
Factory.
Yeah, exactly. Oh
Did we
man.
ever tell the story of how you almost got caught watching Sponge Factory at the school library?
We did get caught. It was
Oh
funny.
yeah.
Okay, fucking so we were in the library and we both got out early because we had like less classes senior year. We were awesome as hell.
Yeah.
So we'd fucking goof around the library because I was bored. And on the fucking like library laptops, we just like watch Oni plays and shit. And there we were watching like a recap of like the Sponge Factory episode. If you haven't seen it, go look it up. It's pretty darn funny.
Specifically the animated version of the
Yeah,
Sponge Factory.
and we were just fucking laughing our asses off. Like we were fucking holding back the laughs. And I think one of the fucking librarians caught on to it because they came up to us like, "Hey, you're not supposed to be watching YouTube videos in the lab."
Yeah.
It's like we've been watching for like a week before. Why now?
because we were laughing too much and we got
It
caught.
was so fucking funny though. We were fucking laughing our ass off, and they're like, "Let's get out of here." And we went to the Goodwill after that.
Who told that story again? Was it Corey?
It was Corey, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I should believe Corey or not because like
I
it
believe him.
sounds so outlandish. Like why would a school make that their punishment?
You know what? That's a fair point, but at the same time, this was fucking what was it, Brexton or some shit?
What?
Was he in Brexton or wherever the Wexton?
No, Corey's American.
He is? Oh shit, then this is definitely like 2003 fucking shit they would do.
It
Small
has to
town.
be. Corey has to be like a fossil because like could you
Oh
imagine
wait,
like schools trying to do that now?
I could see it. They sent us to the retirement home on a field trip.
Yeah, but that was like a field trip. That was like something you had to consent to. But being sent to the Sponge Factory as a detention for labor,
That's true.
like for the field trips to the retirement home, you needed like permission slips and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah. Those fucking old people field trips were ass.
I hated them. I was in choir in elementary school, so like I'd go over there to like have a choir
Yeah.
performance.
You were a choir kid?
I couldn't join any other music group. I had to be in choir.
How'd you get into orchestra then?
I couldn't sign up until 5th grade.
Oh, really? Huh. I started in the third grade.
Yeah, I think about that a lot because, like, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure every single kid who went to my elementary school was a choir kid up until 4th grade.
They just wanted to hear your pipes, and the ones who got picked off, got sent to orchestra and band.
It's because, like, in elementary school, I'm pretty sure, like, one of the things was that, you have to be in a music class, but, like...
Yeah, you do.
At my school, you weren't allowed to join other music groups until, like, 5th grade, so, like, you were stuck being in choir until then.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Huh. It's wait, what's up?
Wasn't yours different? Like, you could sign up earlier for orchestra?
Yeah, you could sign it up in the 3rd grade between 3 choices: orchestra, band, or choir. And I swear to fucking God, pretty much every single person who chose that thing were literally in that, like, denomination of people until our senior year. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, literally all the fucking kids in orchestra, they went on to become, like, fucking really, really talented in, like, in the chamber orchestra shit. The fucking choir kids, well, they're choir kids. They're still gonna be a choir kid. Band kids playing their fucking flute out.
We don't talk about band kids.
No, they were band kids since the 3rd grade. I feel like a lot of the orchestra kids kind of just, like, slowly started to go off the, leave and shit, because, well, orchestra, it's fun, but it's hard.
Like, I think about that sometimes. Like, out of the 3 groups, do you think orchestra is the most chill out of all of them?
Orchestra is definitely the most chill. It's got the most laid back people. It's just like it's like a jazz band.
Because, like, I've noticed, like, I'm starting to think back on, like, all of the people we've met for music, and, like, orchestra, I saw, like, a wide array of people there. Like, you could see all kinds of people joining orchestra. Like, you have the shitty kids, you have, like, the goth kids, the emo kids, the Mexicans, the Chinese,
the laid-back kids, the sniffly goose, me, fucking you.
The kids who were chronically absent but still passed the class.
Exactly, and the kids who just got put into the class because they were all out of spaces.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, with, like, choir and band, like, band is, like, its own category. Like, you'd have to spend, like, 3 hours summarizing them. And choir, it's mostly, like, white people or, like, white girls who are in choir.
Exactly. You know what was actually alright, you know what? Rock. Yeah, Rock. Yeah. He was actually an orchestra kid up until middle school.
Yeah, I think you told me about that.
Crazy, huh? And then he went to a choir.
Yeah, like, it's weird. Like, choir and band are, like, their own categories of people, but orchestra, you could find whoever you want there.
Literally, yeah. Band kids, they were all band kids. Choir kids, and they're usually cunts.
Yeah.
And orchestra, fucking, they were just a nice big chingasso. Now, sure, you'd probably find a bit of both of them. You know, assholes and fucking dorks, but, like, the ones who, like,
preps in orchestra, they definitely have those.
The ones who were, like, really into orchestra were usually just the most laid back. They're like, yeah, I play the damn violin. Oh, I can play the cello. You want to go eat a cheeseburger?
Like, they weren't that competitive, I guess.
No, but they didn't need to be. They were that fucking good.
Yeah, they were already at the top. What else did they have to fight for?
Exactly. And they were all, I'm pretty sure all of them were valedictorians by the end of high school.
My ex-best friend was a choir kid.
Oh, gross. I was an orchestra kid up until junior year.
So, like, okay, so going back to, like, band kids, do band kids and marching band kids, do they qualify as the same, or would you say it's, like, a subcategory?
No, they're the same. So I'm pretty sure marching band is basically like a summer program. Well, it was a summer program, like, that band kids could partake in over the summer for, like, a credit. It was their PE credit. Yeah, at our school.
Really?
Yeah, okay, so yeah, band kids literally did band camp and marching band so they could earn their PE credit. I'm dead serious.
So, like, if you were a band kid, you could sign up. So you could sign up, if you were a band kid at our school, you could sign up for, like, that summer program and you get your PE credit waived?
Yeah. It's, you know what? As a person who survived PE, I'm not, hey, fuck you band kids out there in the audience. Yeah, I got a vendetta.
Oh, great. So you have a vendetta against the Mormons and now the band
goodbye.
Kids.
Band kids, leave the chat if you're here. Leave right now. I'm just kidding. Hey, you're probably lovely. If you found the SquatchZone, you're probably, you fuck you.
You're valid. You're welcome here. I'll say it because he won't.
Yeah, if you found the SquatchZone, you know what's up. You're cool. And if you're a band kid, write down in the comments and tell us your name and address and the 3 wacky numbers on the back of your credit card. Just to prove your loyalty.
Security number and your mom's last name.
And give us all your Squatchums. Oh, man. But, what was I talking about? Fucking.
Oh, the difference between marching band. Well, yeah. Well, I don't mean just
PE.
like at our school. I mean like the marching band kids and band kids in general.
I didn't know there was a difference. I thought it was just like a summer program.
No, like they like other schools have like full on like marching band programs. Like it's basically
Really?
the way you said. Like it's like the summer program except it's year round.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So
Sounds
like
stupid.
if you sign up for marching band, that counts as your PE credit.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, you did PE, right? Physical
I
PE.
I did it over the summer.
Yeah, me too. Now, hey, I'm sure marching band's hot, walking around the track all day, sweating your balls off. Now, I wonder if it was harder or easier than PE.
I think it's harder than PE.
I honestly, yeah, that makes sense. You're carrying around shit all day. You're out in the fucking field, and where we are, it's hot as balls. So
Especially for like competitions, because like
summer.
you're gonna be in your uniform. If you're a wind instrument, you're
You know
longer
what?
gonna be working overtime.
Fair point. You know what, band kids? You know what? I'll let that slide. Just this time, though. Just this
I don't
time.
know. I don't know what kind of shoes they wear either. I think they have to wear dress shoes.
Fucking loafers, I bet.
Yeah.
Or boots.
And they have to wear those giant tall hats with the feathers on them.
Exactly.
Like just think of the SpongeBob episode Marching
Yeah.
Band.
Did you ever fucking hear, like, I knew a few band kids and shit. I always loved hearing, like, their fucking recounts of it because it sounded like a fucking wild, like, teen summer kind of thing. It's like, oh, band camp. And I see on posts online, band camp. Oh, what a fun time. Sweating your balls off, making out in the locker room, having a good time.
That is so interesting for you to say because like I've been seeing that like lately.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of
Like
shit that went down.
like not just for band kids either, like for ballet kids or for like debate kids. Like there's a whole
What?
culture surrounding that.
How so? What have you read?
Because like people are like recounting their stories of like what they saw when they were in ballet or debate or a marching
Debate.
band, and it's always like
Yeah.
such a specific culture that it's like these guys had an entire civilization going for them.
Exactly, dude. Everyone was blowing their pipes and fucking using their fucking windpipes on each
Like
other. Gross.
like like especially because like those programs tend to have like camps or like intensives you can go to as like
Right.
enrichment or whatever, and like I like we
Dude,
would not be able to understand half the stuff they're talking about
literally.
because it's such like a niche thing.
Yeah, we were orchestra kids. We had like a program like over the summer that was inside because orchestra, well, I will say this, brass, that's okay outside. Fucking violins, that's gonna melt in the sun. That's gonna warp the fucking shit. That's the reason why you don't see many orchestra people outside. It's gonna fuck with your instruments. Our things are temperature cooled.
Oh
Temperature
my
cooled. You ever realize that?
oh
I just realized that.
I oh my god. Did you ever get far enough in orchestra to the point where you had to do the outdoor concerts?
Yeah, we did them in middle school and stuff, but like not in high school.
In high school, I was in symphony orchestra, so that meant I had to play during the graduation walk.
Really?
Yeah.
For like the
So
seniors?
yeah, like
I
I'd
didn't know
have to
that.
play.
That's so
I have.
cool.
Well, I was forced to though.
So wait, you got to see what an actual graduation was like?
I was in the back. I could barely see anything.
You got to have a graduation. But yeah.
Dude, it's not like I didn't go to graduations before that. I had like 20 cousins graduating from that school.
It's true. I never had that.
And even then I could barely see anything. I was all the way near the edge of the football field where the
Yeah,
street
because
is.
the 6 foot tall men were just sitting in the crowd on their laps.
We couldn't even get seats in the bleachers. They were all taken up by the
Yeah, I
time we
know, right?
got there.
Why the fuck are all the seats always taken at graduations?
I don't know for
I
all the
could
nanas and the tatas there.
I suppose so, yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, once I hit symphony orchestra in high school, that meant I was forced. I had to go to, like mandatory concerts, like stuff I had to go for a grade. Like
That jeez.
like for graduation, me going to that counted as part of my grade. And do you remember that one event where it was like I don't know how to explain it, but like it was that one concert that was in the little gym where it was like if you come like you could watch like a
Oh, yeah.
concert. Yeah, like
Yeah, that was where my
it,
PE was at.
yeah, in that little gym.
Yeah, the second gym.
Remember, it was the one that had like a raffle. Like if you like bought raffle tickets, you could like earn like a
Right.
prize or whatever.
I went to a volleyball game there one time. That was cool.
But like, yeah, so like one time, like I had to play there. Like they like forced me to play at that
Yeah.
thing, and like I got raffle tickets. I don't
Mhm.
remember why, but like I
Yeah.
got raffle tickets,
Oh,
and
tight.
that was the one year where one kid won everything in the raffle.
No.
Yeah,
Did you want to kill him?
kind of. I think everyone wanted to.
I don't blame you. There's always like that one event in your life where like one jackass will win every single thing. And
Yeah.
they're always so fucking cocky about it too.
Like, I feel like this is the villain origin story for some people. Like, this is why they believe that good guys finish last. Like,
Sophia, Sophia, yeah.
if you have that happen to you, then yeah, you want to become a villain.
Sophia, that is an excellent point you bring up. Take a seat on this log. I'm gonna looks into your eyes passionately. Chris Chan.
Oh my!
That's the origin of Chris Chan. If look it up.
I thought you were just gonna be like, okay, this is my villain origin story, but you managed to like hit me with an 18-wheeler just by mentioning one name.
Chris Chan. That's all I need to say. Look it up. Chris Chan. Fucking raffle. The end. I don't want to delve on him. He's a bad person.
But like, I'm starting to remember how the raffle worked now. So like, basically, like you could sell, like you were collecting donations for the orchestra basically. So like you'd go to like your family and friends or whatever and be like, hey, if you buy this raffle ticket, the money, or like no, if you donate to the orchestra program, I could get a raffle ticket to like enter into the raffle.
Oh.
So like basically like if you like depending on the number of donations you got, you would get a certain amount of raffle tickets. And
Yeah.
so like it was based on how much you raised. This one kid in the orchestra,
Yeah.
he had to have sold like thousands of dollars or something
Oh
worth because like,
no.
his name was like 85% of the raffle ticket.
Are you serious?
He won like 3 electric guitars and like
What?
skateboards and like.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was like Jesus. Like by the time like the way the thing worked was that we would play for a little bit and then we'd have a raffle drawing and then we'd play and then a raffle drawing. Like it got to the point where we were just like, just skip the raffle drawing. We know who's gonna win.
Yeah, we know who's gonna win. It's gonna be fucking Charles Daniel. That's a made up name, but still.
I wonder if you remember him. I'll tell you later, but like I wonder if you remember him.
Write it in the fucking ThinkPad. Show me a paper note.
I don't remember his last name, but that was his first name. Yeah, that was him.
Long haired, curly guy.
He was kind of short.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy. Like
I didn't even know he was in an orchestra.
He was he had to us with like $10,000 worth of stuff because like.
What the fuck? That guy was nuts.
I had like my own little story about that day too. So like.
Oh man, yeah. What's up?
I by some miracle I managed to win stuff from the raffle.
Really?
But like the first time it was like a shit show, and like the second time I'm pretty sure that the teacher just like gave it to me as a consolation prize.
Oh man, really?
Because like the first thing I won, it was like an Eddie Van Halen t-shirt. First of all, I'm not a Van Halen fan. I barely listen to his music, and 2, it was a size medium. I'm a size XL.
Oh man, what the fuck?
And like like there was like a period of time where like he was like holding up the shirt so like people could see what was being raffled off, and like I turned to my friend and went, "It's a really bad idea to like raffle off clothes because like it could be the wrong size or like you don't know who's on the shirt."
Dude, exactly.
And then I got called right after.
Oh my god, dude, having a wrong shirt size or just like winning shit like that is just the fucking worst. I won a fucking raffle one time in middle school. You guess what was left on the stage? A fucking Doctor Who water bottle.
Oh.
Yippee. Thing shattered.
It shattered?
It shattered. It was like that shitty plastic. It was like a double fucking glass thing. What the fucking... It was stupid. But go on. Did you win something else?
Yeah, so like, but like, I just want to like emphasize this. I could have been fine with the fact that it was a Van Halen shirt. Yeah, that would have been fine. But it just rubbed salt in the wound that it was a size medium.
Yeah, why was it like a special shirt? Was it a vintage shirt? Why would they just pick medium?
It was just a random ass black T-shirt with a Van Halen logo on it.
Why a fucking medium? Who the hell's a medium these days? I'm not a medium. I fucking my nipples would be poking out of it.
So like a couple of raffle draws later, I won again, and it was like a nice little coffee mug with like a gift card to a bookstore in it.
Oh, tight. Okay, that's cool.
And like the teacher kept looking at me while he was like showcasing the prize, and like I'm pretty sure he like threw it for me.
That's cool. That's cool. Man, fucking yeah, that guy could not have gotten any more prizes. No. You gotta spare the wealth. Share the wealth. God, that's rough.
I'm pretty sure that the raffle was the only thing people were looking forward to, because like they had to get up like at 6 a.m. and like go to school for a concert they don't care about. But like, if there's a chance they could, but if there's a chance they could win an electric guitar there or something, that makes up for it.
Win one of 3 electric guitars. Fuck. That one fucking schmuck won.
That one guy. He was the one guy of Jorma's chat.
Of course he was.
He was the one guy.
Yep.
This is bringing back a bunch of orchestra memories. Do you remember?
Yeah, is this the orchestra episode?
I guess, because like I'm starting to get like memories back.
Dude,
like,
same.
Do you remember the one thing that was always at the special event orchestra concerts?
What was it?
The fucking symphony bars.
Symphony bars? What the hell's that?
I don't know if you ever had it because of your allergies, but they're like these giant Hershey bars, and they have like the symphony logo on it. Like,
what?
It's supposed to be like a Hershey bar branded for like symphony artists, and like
what was this, like fucking middle school, high school?
Middle and high school, dude. Like,
what?
They always had those. Like, if we had a concert,
I was in baby's fucking class. I never got to symphony.
No, but like I'm pretty sure we were at a concert when those were being handed out, like
for free.
Like in middle school, yeah.
Whoa. Like, I never saw those.
Our middle school teacher was like obsessed with those things. Like, if we were at a concert and there was like a giveaway for the students there, there would be symphony bars there. Like, I swear to God.
What? I didn't get a. Well, I was probably painfully allergic, but still.
Yeah, I always saw those shits there because they wanted, because you know the pun, we're symphony students, we get a symphony bar.
Yeah. Explain the pun.
Did we ever? I don't think we had as much outdoor concerts in high school than we did in middle school.
Middle school, whereas like there was like an outdoor concert every like year, pretty much.
Like, I don't know, like the middle school.
I like those.
The outdoor, I like them, but they were hit or miss depending on what the weather was like.
And someone always fucking stepped into a cello or some shit.
Remember when our middle school teacher tripped over one during the Halloween concert?
Oh my God, when she was like running to grab like a fucking whistle, our friend who shall not be named forgot.
Yeah, and it was his fault too.
It was his fucking fault, and she tripped and she broke the instrument.
So like, for context, we were playing the Addams Family theme for orchestra, and yeah, if you've ever heard the theme, you know that there's like snaps and like a duck whistle.
Yeah,
and
stupid shit.
Yeah, so our friend at the time was supposed to bring the duck call whistle, but
oh my God!
Right before the song started, he just had this look of panic over his face. Like, I never saw him look so worried, and he was like in between us, and like he looked up at the front where the teacher was, and he was like mouthing to her like, I don't have it.
Oh no.
Our teacher had to run all the way to the back where the cellos were and grab a whistle from another teacher, and she tripped over a cello when she went back to her podium.
And it was so fucking loud. It sounded like an atomic bomb going off.
We were in like a plaza, so like it echoed.
Yeah, it echoed. And it's a hollow fucking wooden mahogany instrument, so that thing was loud. It was so fucking funny though.
I felt so bad for the teacher, but looking back now, it was the funniest thing.
I felt so fucking horrified in the moment, but now...
like, it's a testament that, like, we felt secondhand embarrassment from that, but we didn't do anything to cause that. It was our friend.
Well, we knew the guy. He was my best friend at the time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like, it wasn't our fault, and we still felt embarrassed about it.
I got another fucking... a story involving an orchestra, and it was outside, and it had the guy who forgot the duck whistle. So we were sitting outside. I looked at the sky, see plane downward it fly. I looked in the air. Wow, there was a lot of hair. I looked over, and there goes a violin bow into my eye. Oh, what a fright. Yeah, so we were sitting upon the chairs on the when like we're in the halftime, we're basically switched spots with the other orchestra group. And
Yeah.
well, we were all holding our violins like a bunch of fucking lancers. And well, out of the blue, I get an entire violin tip in my cornea, and it was our friend who shall not be named. His bow accidentally jabbed into my eye socket, and it wiggled around for a second.
Are you telling me that he nearly blinded you with a violin bow?
Oh my god, dude! It like went into like the socket around the eyeball. But dude, if it was like, dude, I could have gone blind that day. Oh my god.
Was this before you started wearing your glasses regularly?
Yeah, I think so.
So you didn't even have protection.
Dude, no. Dude, it went straight into the socket. Like, I moved my vision around for a second. It was horrifying.
Did you see the spots in your eyes?
Dude, I saw like the back of my head.
It rolled all the way around like a cartoon character.
like a fucking SpongeBob, and I saw Plankton back there, and he flipped the bird at me, and then he did the fucking sign.
That unlocked another memory.
Yeah, what was
it? I forgot that we had to switch seats with the other orchestras whenever we had to play new music.
Yeah.
Because, so if you don't know, at our school at least, the levels went from concert, which is beginner orchestra, symphony, which is intermediate, and chamber, which is expert level.
Yeah.
We didn't have enough chairs to see all of those people, so we would go in sections. Concert would do their thing, and then we'd switch, and then the symphony,
musical chairs.
Yeah, and then symphony would switch with chamber, and that's the end of the concert.
Oh my god! Yeah, it was a wild. It was a mess.
I completely forgot we did that in both middle and high school.
Yeah, we did. In high school, we had a big stage, and when it was time for the other group to come out, we just went to the back, into the back rooms, basically.
Yeah. Do you remember that one concert where we had a wild time backstage?
Yeah, we snuck that one guy in.
Our other friend at the time, who was actually good, not the other guy.
Yeah, no, he's cool. Let's make up a name for him. We'll call him the governor.
Our friend Lai was back there too, because our other friend, who shall not be named, who was a girl, snuck her backstage too.
Yeah, so Lai and the governor came to the backstage. We snuck him in, and for the record, the governor was a part of orchestra at one point, but he basically, I think he quit, or I think he either got failed because, first off, he was put into a fucking high school orchestra class and expected to learn the violin good enough to play in a concert.
Yeah,
which is fucking impossible. And fucking Mr. Painter teaching him fucking so badly. He taught him so fucking badly, and he was always ragging on him, but I could really tell he was trying his best.
So you're telling me our orchestra teacher was a shitty orchestra teacher when he actually had to teach someone how to play violin?
Yeah, who'd never played it before. He was one of the people got put into the class because for some reason. But he was trying his best, and he wasn't doing that well, and he was the teacher was always fucking ragging on him.
Yeah, going back to that, finding a diverse group of people in orchestra, finding people who got put into orchestra because of scheduling errors is much more common than you think.
Yeah, that in film study, but look at me now.
Wait, did you get put in film study because of the scheduling error?
Yeah, I would have had
really?
I would have gone out after lunch, but for the schedule I wanted, I would have had to have an extra class to have that perfect schedule I wanted, so I was in film study.
I thought you signed up for film study. I didn't know you just.
No, I didn't even know that class existed. Wait, no, I did. I graded the homework, and there was a TA for it. I was like, "What the hell is Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?" I know what it is. It's a great movie, starring Paul Newman. Watch it. But so, anyways, back to the fucking story.
Yeah.
We all snuck the governor back into the fucking room so we can goof around the behind the stage. And it was fun. He was goofing around back there, and people were like, who the hell is this guy? He's sitting back there. He's wearing sunglasses in the dark. Whoa, there's this big fucking rumor, and people were going back there and hanging out. And this guy brought a bunch of candy and shit. So he was a fan favorite and shit. So everyone loved him. And yeah.
Once again, there was another incident of someone tripping over a cello back there too.
Oh my god, yeah, and he almost got fucking caught. Because they had to go investigate.
It was because the concert we were playing, it was really high complex. They had dancers and singers and shit.
Oh yeah, and pianos and shit.
The theme for that concert was rock music or popular music. So they had dancers out there from one of the songs, and I think it was chamber or symphony playing. I think it was symphony. Because yeah, we were also like chamber and concert were backstage while symphony was doing their thing with the dancers on stage.
Yeah.
And their set ended, so the dancers went backstage to just like change and
Oh
leave.
yeah.
And some asshole left their cello on the floor.
Even though we explicitly told him not to do that like 100 times.
Yeah, like weeks before the concert, they drilled it into us. Do not leave your instrument
And
anywhere.
during the concert.
Keep it in your hand at all time backstage.
Yeah, don't twiddle your thumbs.
It's dark back there. Like, even though there's like lights up at the front, it's really dark back there. So
yeah,
the poor dancer tripped over the cello and it made such a deafening boom that you could hear it all the way at the back of the auditorium.
Dude, and then somewhere out in the Colorado mountains, an avalanche happened. It was so loud.
It sounded like a gunshot, I swear to God.
That ass. Oh, man. Thank God it was like a year earlier because, man, Christ, those fucking threats.
It genuinely made me jump. I was like, what the
fuck it was so fucking loud, and then I saw someone like fucking all panicking and shit walking away from a cello.
Yeah, I felt so bad for the guy because, like, okay, with the story in middle school, like with our teacher, it was outside, so like it wasn't as loud. But like with this story, we were indoors and backstage
in an echoey auditorium. Yes,
an auditorium that's built to reverberate sound.
Precisely. Oh my God! So it was extra sounding.
I liked that concert actually because like we were playing a Green Day song and that's how I got back into Green Day after a long time.
It was a cool ass concert, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Another thing is, so we had another friend. We'll call him fucking. His name starts with a J. I'm trying to make up a name for him.
Just call him JJ.
Yeah, we'll call him JJ. So we had a friend. His name was JJ, and this guy was always like the ladies' man. Yeah. Apparently, hey, good for him. But I remember in the backstage, like these fucking like freshmen and shit were like obsessing over him and the governor for some reason, and they're like really fucking getting into it. Like they were like by the end of the fucking like thing, like the girl and JJ like were basically pinned against a wall, and like she was like fucking whispering into his face and shit. For all I know, they were making out and shit. I don't know.
Why did JJ have like so many women hanging off of him? Like
I don't know, but he didn't do jack shit, and it was so funny. What do you think about that?
Like, I don't know. I think how old were we when that concert? We were
I'd say 16. Weren't we? Yeah, we were sophomores.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that, I thought that was weird because like we had been friends with JJ for a few years at that point, and like we did not like. At least I didn't peg him for like the womanizer type.
I was friends with him since the second grade.
Yeah,
crazy.
Like, for me, I didn't expect them to like attract girls that easily, but like it was like a huge shock when that happened.
Yeah, fucking the ladies were just fucking attracted to him for some fucking reason, even though he just stood there and like picked his nose and shit.
Yeah, he was the Rubik's Cube guy.
He was the Yo Mama guy.
Yeah, he was the Yo Mama guy.
But yeah, he was an interesting guy. Wish he tried to make an effort, but man, he didn't want to talk to me after I stopped talking to the friend we shall not name. Fucking jackass. Hey, I'll say that. I'll say that. Fucking jackass. I tried to make an effort, and he had to have his buddy tell me he didn't want to be friends with anymore.
Oh my! You have the thing where like the person you're with doesn't want to break up with you, so they get their friend to do it for them.
Yeah, pretty much. Fucking our friend, we'll call him Ezekiel. Yeah, Ezekiel, which is pretty cool. I was like, hey, how's JJ doing? He was like, oh, he basically said he doesn't feel comfortable or doesn't really want to be your friend anymore. I was like, wow, thanks. Well, what a great way to start fucking pre-calc.
Oh, not pre-calc.
Or no, it was like fucking algebra 2, I think.
Oh, algebra 2 is not that bad.
I like that class, but man, that sucked. So fuck you, JJ. I hope you're having a good life right now. I wish you the best, but fuck you.
You've taken like calculus classes, right?
I have. I took one in college, which I failed.
I don't think I've ever taken a calculus class.
Are you serious?
Well, because like I don't remember the structure because it was like algebra 1 and then something else and then algebra 2 and something else. I think it might have been geometry.
Yeah.
I've taken algebra and geometry classes, but I don't know if I ever took a pre-calc or a
Really?
calculus class.
Well, hey, you know what the great thing about being an art major is? We don't gotta do math anymore. Dude, I'm a film major. I got one math class done in my freshman year. And I'm done with math. This is great. With my other major. Oh yeah.
I took that college math class in high school, but it was like baby math, so like it doesn't really count.
Did you have Mr. J? It was baby math.
The really cool guy with like he was like really chill.
He sounded like the Joker. He's like, "All right, class." I just sneezed on the whiteboard. Class is canceled.
I forgot about the Joker's iconic sneeze.
You want to know what makes me smile? Sorry, guys, I gotta blow my nose.
I don't know if this is too much information, but he was the guy who had a daughter at the school we were going to.
Fuck it. Was his name Mr. Johnson? I'm not gonna edit this out. It's the most basic ass white name ever.
Yeah, it was Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson was cool.
Like he had like glasses and like gray hair.
Yeah, and he sounded like the Joker.
Did he sound like the Joker?
Dude, he sounded like the Joker. It's like, all right, class. Now let me tell you a story. We're gonna be learning about algebra 2. Let me tell you what a squared plus b squared equals c squared is.
You mean like Heath Ledger Joker? Like
Heath Ledger Joker. It was so funny to me.
I'm trying to think back to what he sounds like, and I can kind of understand where you're getting it from, but he does not sound that much like the Joker.
He sounded exactly like him to me. Ask fucking our friend who's named after a month.
Really?
Dude, yeah, she was in that class with me. We always fucking goofed around and drew like anime girls and shit.
I don't remember him sounding that much like the Joker.
It was so fucking funny. I love that guy though. He was awesome.
I liked him. He was like really accommodating with me because like Evid always fucked around my schedule.
Yeah. Oh my god. That guy was so fucking cool. He was like, all right, let me teach you the lesson. All right, do the homework by okay, class is over.
Yeah, he'd spend like 5 minutes teaching us a lesson, which was like really, really good somehow.
Yeah, like we learned that shit in 5 minutes, and then we did the homework and we were done.
Yeah, like most of the class was just us doing the homework.
Yeah, I gotta say something about that class. So, our friend named her after a month, and I always got our fucking homework done first. And there was this motherfucker. His name was Stylus. Yeah, I'm saying his name, fucking Stylus.
What?
Named after Silas. He was.
Oh, the rat tail guy.
Yeah, rat tail guy. I'm saying his name on the podcast. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Named after a DS Stylus.
I remember him.
This jackass would always reach into the basket and look at my homework. Because he sat right next to that slut. I remember.
Specifically your homework?
Yeah, because I put it in there first. Well, our friend named after a month, and I would race to the finish. But I remember
you had your own math league competitions.
Dude, yeah, because we wanted to get done and draw fucking pictures and shit. But dude, I forgot an answer, or like I went back to go change an answer, and it was on his desk. And I was like, "Give me my paper." I was like, "Hey, you gonna be done with that paper soon?" He was like, "Yeah." All defeated and shit. I busted his ass. It was on his desk, and he was looking at it. I was like, "Yeah, you gonna be done with that soon?" He was like, "Yeah." Fucking twerp. Rat's tail.
Like, I like that class because, like, it used to be, like, the very last class of my school day, but...
Really?
Because of scheduling issues, I had to move it to, like, right before lunch, and I would skip that class constantly, but, like...
Really?
The
What'd
teacher,
you do then?
like, I would be in, like, the library working on work for different classes.
Tight.
This was, like, junior year, I think.
Yeah, mine was right before lunch in senior year.
Yeah. So this was in junior year, so I would be working in the library on other stuff. And, like, I don't think my mom really cared that much, because, like, he'd mark me as absent, but, like, my mom wouldn't, like... They would, like, call my mom, and she'd be like, yeah, whatever.
You got busted.
Yeah, but, like, there were no consequences.
No,
so, like, it
not at all.
Like, I still did the homework, and I still got an A in that class.
Yeah, you killed it. Dude, I think we all got a fucking A in that class, especially me, because it was one of those fucking pandemic classes. So basically, I had an A+, or I had an A in that class, and then every fucking homework assignment after that was considered extra credit, so I got, like, a super A+.
Yeah, because,
I had, like, 110 in that class.
Like, I am not, like, overestimating when I'm saying that was, like, the easiest math class at that school.
It literally was.
Like, I
It
could
like,
do the homework without knowing what the lesson was. It was that easy.
but that's not like trying to like diss on like how good of a teacher this guy was. Like he was just like, all right, here's some fucking math. Do the math. All right, it's easy. Done.
Yeah,
He made math easy.
He was an excellent teacher.
He was an excellent teacher. Praises to Mr. Johnson. Yeah, I'm saying your name on the podcast. You have a very regular ass name, but you were a great teacher.
I don't even remember his first name.
He has a first name?
You mean his first name isn't Mister?
You mean his name isn't Johnson?
Do you remember the other Johnson we had, the biology teacher?
That guy was a fucking jackass, and I'm going to say his name on the podcast. His name was Mr. Johnson.
I hated him.
It was no, he was a bad guy, so we got to give him. We'll name him Mr. Jackass.
I love that you called him a bad guy. You're not even going to call him a villain at this point.
No, he's not a villain. He's a bad guy.
Whatever happened to that phase where you were just calling bad people villains?
I evolved. I haven't met any villains lately. Oh my god! But yeah, this fucking teacher. He was a biology teacher. He was a good teacher, but man, he was a fucking bad guy.
Like, he's like the teacher who thinks that teasing and bullying other students was funny.
Yeah, like fucking. He made people cry in that class and laughed at them.
Yeah.
I didn't have many experiences like that. I had one experience. I went up to the fucking class. I gave him my homework. Well, I held out my paper. He was like, "Hey, everyone come up to the front of the class. Give me your homework when you're done." I went up there, gave it to him. He was just typing on his computer. I was like, Mr. Johnson? He was like, "Can't you see I'm working here?"
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I forgot my name, and I walked back to my seat and wrote I just squiggled something on the paper so I could just leave that situation. And the next person after me, he was like, "Hey, it's Xavier! Oh my god, how's it going? You got your assignment done?" I was like, that motherfucker.
I have an experience eerily similar to that. Like,
is it when he fucking put his hand on you or something?
Yeah,
oh,
because I missed class that day, so like I went in during lunch to make up the test, and
oh man, yeah.
I walked up to his desk to give him the test thing, and he like grabbed my arm and like pulled me in, and he was like, "Hey, thanks for coming in to remake the test," and I was like, "Oh, okay," and I ran as fast as I could out of the classroom.
I don't fucking. There's like some things like I like to think I'm like pretty good in like fucking like moments like just knowing what to say like the fucking that guy at the retro game store, but like there's some situations I just go fucking limp.
Yeah. And like the crazy thing is like I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure there was another teacher in the room when he did that.
Oh my god.
Because like have you ever been in his classroom? Like have you seen what that classroom looked like?
Yeah, I had his class.
Yeah, you know that door that was right next to his desk?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there was a teacher like standing right there, and like they didn't say anything.
It was the anatomy room or something.
Yeah, it was like a little storage room back there, and then it connected to a different classroom.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a teacher standing there, and they didn't say anything.
What in the world?
But yeah, like it's one of those situations that I think about when I'm like trying to go to sleep. Like, what was that all about?
What the hell was wrong with that guy?
I don't know.
What did he have against us? Like he played favorites, absolutely. But like,
do you remember? Did you ever hear that he made fun of Rock for having a flip phone?
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because like we were like writing because we had like a lot of events going on one week, so like he made it all into like a little schedule for us to write down in our phones, and Rock had a flip phone at the time, so like the teacher was just like, he literally pointed at him and laughed and went, "Ah, Rock has a flip phone."
Fucking jackass. Like it's kind of funny looking at him. Like
it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny looking back, but that's still such an asshole thing to do.
Like that sounds like something we'd say like from the sidelines, like in our head, like, "Haha, he has a flip phone," but like you can't say that as the teacher.
That's like that explains it perfectly, because like I think it's funny, but not something that a teacher should say.
No, teachers can't say that kind of shit. Oh my god.
Like if another person said it, that would have been funnier.
This guy's a wombat. I one time did win his fucking. Oh my god, he did look like a wombat. But I won his fucking heart over one time. I really didn't say much in that class. I was kind of going through like a fucking thing with the friend who should not be named, and fucking a lot of shit was going on. And but at one point, I finally let myself shine in that class. I wrote a story about mitosis as a metaphor for divorce.
Oh.
But when I make jokes, I like to go really, really far with them, like really extreme with them sometimes. So for that little fucking mitosis story, most students wrote like a little comic book with like 2 pieces of printer paper and shit. I got a fucking book. I tore out the pages in it and I made my own pages in it, like a children's storybook. I dressed like Dr. Seuss.
Oh.
And I wore a fucking beret and I went to the class and I narrated the story like a fucking teacher.
Like showing the pictures to everyone too.
I did.
Turning the book around.
It was, and I got everyone in the fucking class to laugh. It was so fucking awesome. Even him, he was like, "Wow, that was good." I got a fucking 25 out of 30 on it because, well, you're not supposed to use a metaphor.
Oh my god!
But he loved it. I took that. I knew I was gonna lose 5 points off of it, but man, fuck you.
So like, you used divorce as a metaphor for that project, and that's what caused you to lose the 5 points.
Yeah, it was supposed to be literally about mitosis, like draw like mitosis. But like,
I think I remember that assignment.
It was something.
I thought it was dumb as shit because like metaphors are like a really good way to like explain a concept to someone.
I'm pretty damn proud of it. If I can find that book again, I'll read it to you guys. Maybe I have it around.
You have to dress up like Dr. Seuss with the beret.
Precisely. Is it down here? Fucking, I'm looking in the catacombs. I'm too lazy to look.
You're looking in your prison wallet.
Exactly. All right, I can't find it, but I'll have to read it to you guys on the SquatchZone one of these days. It was so. Huh?
You know what that means, right?
Huh?
Prison wallet?
Not at all. What does it mean? Explain to me.
Your asshole.
I fucking hate you. I'm gonna fucking strangle you.
Go and rot.
I hate that. Now I'm gonna use that now.
Go and rot.
No, fucking prison wallet. That's fucking clever.
For people who don't know, Steven and I went to a restaurant this weekend, and we were looking at the menu, and he was like, "Where's the chicken sandwich?" And I was like, "Under the section where it says chicken." And he just turned to me and went, "Go and rot."
Damn, I'm funny.
Where's the chicken? Under chicken.
Go and rot. It's one of my favorite fucking phrases to use. It's just so fucking raw. Also,
that is pound sand.
Pound sand. Oh my god. So pound sand. My dad. Let me tell you a story about him. I call this the wood varnish story. So recently, I have been getting very much into the holiday season. I love Halloween, and for one of the DIY projects I've seen is a great way to make your Halloween skulls and bones look more realistic and like aged and shit. One way to do that is by rubbing a thin layer of wood varnish onto it. So I heard about this like fucking hack from a channel called Wicked Makers. You guys should look it up. Very great channel. Great DIYs. And I was like, wow, that's great. So last year I went to Walmart. I got myself a can of wood varnish. Went home. Was just about to crack open that thing and paint my skulls. And I looked at the fucking back of it. And man, there was some warnings on that shit, like fucking use a respirator, don't breathe the fumes in. These things are highly combustible. I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh no. And I'm a hypochondriac, so I put it away. Now, and I was like, wow, I did the right thing. Yeah. And then this year I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that wood varnish. But this time I have a respirator. Good boys, wear respirators, please. Please, for the love of God, anyone who's making anything with spray paint or like chemicals, get a fucking respirator. It is a lifesaver, and I'll explain why because of this story. So I was out in my front yard. We put a bunch of like skulls and pikes and shit in my front yard and shit. It looked awesome. And I started rubbing that shit down with the wood varnish. I didn't smell a thing because I had the respirator on, but my dad, he was like, "Whoo, that kind of smells." I was like, "Papa, you might want to go around the corner because this shit's pretty strong." He was like, "No, it's it's a little strong, but it's all right. I'm gonna watch you. I'm gonna watch you from afar while I water the garden." And I was like, I did it, painted all the skulls. It looked great. He was like, "God damn, it's smelling fucking. It's a little strong. You should fucking put this away." And I put it away. And well, after that, he was like, "So I gotta use the restroom." And my father proceeded to have like a massive shit attack for some reason. What? And he got like really fucking dizzy and shit for some reason. I was like, "Oh my god, the wood varnish." He was like, "Oh man," and he had to like take a shower, and we had dinner like right after that. And he was like, he didn't even finish his giant burger, which he always finishes. He's like a human trash compactor. He did not finish the burger, which is very unlike him.
You're telling me your father got wood varnish poisoning?
Yeah, and then he went outside to like throw something away in the trash. And since I threw like a piece of paper on it that had like some of the like spillage of the wood varnish, he got like fucking instantly like fucking dizzy and shit. He went sicko mode. And he was like, "Oh, that smells. Oh my god!" So it was like, "Son, I can't smell that thing in the trash can. You're gonna have to put it in a separate bag." So after dinner, in the fucking darkness of the night, I went out there with a respirator, gloves, and a fucking pole to reach into the trash can and grab the fucking stained wood varnish paper and double bag it in a fucking garbage bag because it was that strong.
Steven, does your father have like weak lungs, or did you find the most poisonous wood varnish known to man?
Well, listen. So this varnish was sitting in a shed for pretty much 2 years at that point.
And it was fermenting.
It was rusty. The can rusted over.
It's like the equivalent of using expired food to cook.
I'm pretty fucking sure. And that shit, man, that my dad is usually pretty good around like spray paint and shit, like because I blast spray paint a lot for like my projects and shit. And he's like,
your dad is literally the Man of Steel.
Yeah, but that wood varnish took him out. Seriously, work with a respirator when you're working with wood varnish. That shit is diabolical.
Especially if you're working with a rusty can of wood varnish
from 2 years ago from Walmart.
So you're telling me that episode of King of the Hill was accurate with wood varnish?
It is. That shit is really fucking bad.
Like, he was in, like, a closed garage with no ventilation. Yeah. He was, like, wood varnishing a grandfather clock.
He passed out and he had dreams about, like, fucking whack-a-mole.
I like that they painted, like, scent lines over the wood varnish to emphasize how the fumes coming out.
Dude, yeah, I didn't smell a single thing of it because that respirator is really good. But, man, I could not imagine how bad it was for it to take down my dad.
It's like the equivalent of getting pepper sprayed or maced.
Yeah, but through your nose. Seriously, the shit you work with, like, in the prop business is fucking... you gotta have a respirator. I work with this shit called rubber cement. And it's like, oh, rubber cement, whatever. This shit is diabolical. It can, like, knock out, like, a dog or some shit. From what I've heard. It can knock down a fully grown pizza. It's crazy. But, yeah, but this... things that smell terrible work really well. I'll say that. Because rubber cement, man, fucking rub the cement on 2 pieces of, like, whatever the hell, you stick them together, those things are never going to be removed. It'll take the sun to remove those things. And those skulls out front covered in that wood varnish, they look great. They look great. At the cost of my dad.
Yeah, your dad's dead now, but at least you have Halloween skulls.
Yeah, we put his skull as one of the pikes I covered in wood varnish in his honor.
You wood varnished his skull
to give it that aged look.
It's like how we use trees to print books that are about trees.
Precisely. The rings of the paper show how many letters were on it.
What? What? Say that. Run that back.
No, I'm not saying it again. It doesn't make sense.
Exactly. I'm trying to understand.
Go back in the recording and listen. Giggle.
The rings on the paper tell you how many letters there.
That's how historians are going to find out fucking how the monkeys eventually wrote the works of Shakespearean. That's gonna happen one day. I know it.
What, a monkey's gonna rewrite Shakespeare?
Yeah, we're gonna make an immortal monkey and give it a keyboard.
Why is he immortal?
Well, infinite amount of time.
So, when the universe is gone and humans are no longer existing, and there's no solar system, just a black hole, there's
And
gonna
a
be a
monkey
monkey. There's
in
gonna
the
be a
center.
monkey sitting at a desk, floating through the void, rewriting Hamlet.
All right, fucking get ready for the next hypothetical. Because I just had the fucking greatest realization. What if the Big Bang started from something? We're all basically just stardust particles, right?
Yeah.
It started from something. There wasn't nothing before. So it started from something. What if from a potential like previous existence, a case like the immortal monkey was the last thing that was left, and eventually when it finally solved, and when it finally like it made its fucking thing, it caused the Big Bang. What if we're all just
saying,
like, what if we're all just the monkey?
So you're saying that the monkey is the one who caused the Big Bang?
Yes, exactly. But what lied before the Big Bang? What caused it? What was the last thing to remain before the Big Bang?
Oh, so like you're in the mind camp that like everything is cyclical, that the Big Bang's gonna happen over and over again, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So like
Precisely.
So that episode of Futurama,
or that episode of Regular Show,
or that episode of Family Guy,
or that episode of Rick and Morty, or that episode of the SquatchZone, or that episode of the SquatchZone, or that episode of the SquatchZone.
Good news, guys. We made the Big Bang Theory.
We made the Big Bang Theory, but what came before the Big Bang Theory? Monkey on keyboard.
Do you think if we put a monkey in front of a keyboard, they just make Tally Hall music?
They would. I will never let you down.
A monkey wrote Banana Man.
Do you see that? I wouldn't doubt it.
Peel it down and go.
Oh man, that's a good song. I listen to that on the way home every day.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like it kind of sounds like Joe Hawley.
Holy shit, is that Joe Hawley out there? How can we tell it's him?
We have to go.
Fuck.
We have to go. We have to go.
We have to go.